Jasmine, of Kimbala Jasmine, was just 8 years old, slender like a reed by the riverbank, with cocoa-brown skin that glowed under the sun. Her eyes were round and honey-gold, sparkling with curiosity. Her tight, shoulder-length coils bounced as she walked, and she wore a faded green frock, stitched 3 times over. Jasmine stood barely 4 feet tall, but her heart was tall enough to carry the weight of her mother's pain. She lived in the dusty village of Kimbala, where the earth was cracked and the air smelled of firewood and roasted maize. Her mother, Mama Rami, sold peanuts by the roadside, and her father was a name they no longer spoke. Each morning, Jasmine swept their mud hut, washed with river water, and carried baskets to the market. She never begged, not because she didn't need to, but because Mama said, "We may be poor, my child, but our spirit must stay clean." He just did. "We may be poor, my child, but our spirit must stay clean." And Jasmine believed that. It was a Wednesday. Hot and dry. Jasmine walked barefoot down the dusty path near the city's edge. Her fingers were sticky from mango, and her lips cracked from heat. As she passed the busy crossroad, her foot struck something soft but solid. She bent down. A dark brown leather wallet, thick as a bread loaf, lay half buried in the red dust. She picked it up. Her fingers trembled. Inside were neat stacks of foreign bills, gold-tinted cards, and one metal-plated business card that read, "Robin Tack, Executive Director, Tack Global." Jasmine blinked. She didn't know this name, but something about the card, shiny, important, made her feel like she was holding more than just money. She could have run. She could have hidden it. But she heard Mama Rami's voice in her head. "The gods live in your chest, not in the sky." So Jasmine folded the wallet in her scarf and turned toward the city. The city of Bashora stood like a metal mountain before her, all glass towers and blaring horns. People looked at her, the barefoot village girl with dust on her cheeks and wide golden brown eyes. She asked for the tack office. Some ignored her, others laughed. A shopkeeper finally pointed her to the tallest building, silver and shining like a fish's scale. Guards at the front, dressed in black suits, stopped her. "You want to meet Robin Tack?" one said, scoffing. Jasmine nodded firmly. She was dirty, small, and wore nothing but her green dress and scarf, yet she stood with the stubbornness of an old baobab tree. Eventually, a young secretary named Lena came down, curious. Lena had curly red hair and soft eyes. She took the wallet and raised her brows. "Wait here," she whispered. Within minutes, Jasmine was led through golden doors, into air that smelled of lemon polish and power. The man with steel eyes, Robin Tack, stood tall, at least 6'2", with broad shoulders and a clean-shaven face. His skin was pale, almost silver, in the artificial light. His jawline sharp and his eyes were cold steel grey, unreadable. He wore a navy blue suit that fit like armour. Jasmine, small and barefoot, stood before him like a whisper. He stared at the wallet in Lena's hands. He opened it, counted, not a coin missing. He looked at Jasmine again. "You returned this?" She nodded. "I could have lost everything," she shrugged. "It wasn't mine, sir." He paused, then said, "What do you want in return?" Jasmine licked her dry lips. "Just shoes and medicine for Mama." For a moment Robin said nothing. Then a strange warmth crossed his face, cracking his ice-like calm. "You'll have them. And more." He turned to his team. "Prepare the press." The girl who would not bow. That evening, at a conference of global leaders, Robin Tack stood before a roaring crowd. Cameras flashed, suits glittered. He raised the wallet. This, nearly 2 million shillings, was returned by someone with nothing. A child. A queen of honour. He gestured to the side. Jasmine stepped out, now in a soft yellow dress and matching slippers. Her hair had been freshly braided with white cowrie beads, and her glowing face shimmered under the lights. "This little girl," Robin said, "is the most valuable thing I've ever found in my life." The crowd stood. But in the shadows, Harold Tembo, a rival CEO, clenched his fists. His empire had fallen behind Robin's in recent years, and now this child was winning hearts that no amount of money could buy. "I will end this fairy tale," he growled. The van that smelled of lies. 2 nights later, Jasmine stepped outside the hotel courtyard for fresh air. A black van pulled up. A man in glasses smiled kindly. "We're from Robin's Foundation, child. Your new home awaits." She hesitated. He showed a card. Robin's card. Jasmine climbed in. They took her to a grey building far from the city, cold and bare. Inside, a man with yellow teeth and a camera approached. "Tell the world Robin paid you." That it was staged. She stared at him. No. They kept her in a locked room with no windows. They offered her sweets, clothes, even money. She cried, only once. Then she remembered Mama Rami's voice. "Hold your truth like fire. Let it burn the lies." Robin Tack searched for Jasmine day and night. Posters went up, drones flew. His voice cracked on TV. "Whoever brings her back gets 10 million. But no sign. Until an old fruit vendor remembered seeing her taken. They went that way, toward the river's turn. Robin stormed the grey building with police. Doors flew open. And there she was. Jasmine. Sitting quietly, legs crossed, eyes calm. He ran to her, kneeling. "I'm sorry," he whispered. She touched his hand. "You came. That's enough." The moment was broadcast live. The world cried. Fire from ashes. The incident became news in 10 countries. Harold Tembo was arrested. His company collapsed. Jasmine was offered houses, contracts, endorsements. But she chose only one thing. "I want a school. In Kimbala. For girls." And so, the Jasmine Truth Academy rose from the soil of her village, painted in yellow and blue, with glass windows and a mango orchard. Mama Rami got her medicine, and Jasmine, still barefoot by choice, taught little girls how to read, write, and stand tall. Robin Tack retired. He called Jasmine his light after darkness. Years passed. Jasmine grew into a tall, graceful woman, her eyes still golden, her braids now crowned with silver rings. She spoke in capitals, wrote books, and travelled with truth in her heart. At a United Nations summit, she said, "Poverty doesn't steal your soul. Dishonesty does." That night, a little girl in Kenya wrote her a letter. "I want to be like you." The wallet returns Robin Tack passed away at 79. His will had one strange clause. He asked that his original wallet, the one Jasmine found, be returned to her. Inside it now was a note. "You gave me back my wallet. I'm giving you back the world." Jasmine wept quietly, not for the wallet, but for the man who had believed in a barefoot girl when no one else did. She placed the wallet on her classroom wall. It stayed there, not as a trophy of wealth, but as a reminder that honesty, once planted, can grow forests.